Hey guys, the Justice League trailer just dropped this weekend. We're gonna take a look at it, let you know what we think. Every time. Are you doing this?
No, I want you to say it this time.
Say what then?
What's up, girl?
What's up, girl?
All right, there it is. We can't start without that.
I guess so.
Well, the pop topic of this week is...
Justice League.
Hey, you said it perfectly.
Yeah, well.
We had some hard times with the outtakes.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. One shot Jack over here was like more like 15 shot Jack.
Oh man, one take.
Buckshot Jack. We should call you that.
Man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But it'll all be deleted and there'll never be proof of it.
That's true. Nobody knows what I'm talking about right now. Really, the joke is on me for even mentioning it.
You look so stupid.
Anyway, we watched. Everybody watched this weekend the Justice League trailer. It just dropped, the first full official trailer. They had some teasers before.
I didn't even know it was coming. I was waiting for Wonderwoman to come and then Justice League.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. It seems like DC is on a rolling tumble.
Okay.
And it's trying to
out of
figure out
control,
where
or
it's going.
Is it
Yeah.
out of control.
Yeah, the DC movies. And I say that as a criticism, I guess. I think they do get a little bit too much criticism.
Okay.
I don't think their movies are as bad as people make them out to be. I think Batman vs. Superman was not a great film, but it was totally okay. Totally summer blockbuster quality.
Yeah, it was good.
I think Suicide Squad was very enjoyable with weaknesses, but I didn't expect it to be Shakespeare.
I hated Superman. What's the first
Man
one
of
called?
Steel?
Man of Steel. Gosh,
That was a good movie.
I
No,
like that
I
movie.
couldn't handle.
I think me and James are like the only ones.
I know.
I think we are literally the two people in America.
I said this.
that like
It felt like a 1.5 hour trailer. Like I wasn't sure like when the movie was gonna start, and then it was over. Like it was just because they're trying to do so much, introduce so much storyline, and I think Batman vs Superman was. They also had to introduce Superman.
Batman
and,
vs. Superman, they stuffed a lot into one film.
yeah, and I feel like they keep doing that. I
Yeah.
don't know, but it was a little bit better.
I
This
think
looks
Batman
like
vs. Superman should have stuck to Batman and Superman, gotten rid of Wonder Woman, although I expect her movie to be wonderful. I just think that it was too much for Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah.
And I think they should have really focused on the principal reason why these two would clash and not then try to roll them right out of that clash into some other shared problem.
Yeah, I don't really get it. Like I don't quite understand the timeline, and I know that we don't want to spend the whole time comparing them to Marvel, but Marvel's like, let's introduce a character, and then the next movie, let's have them interact, and it's like, so Wonder Woman gets a movie, but like Aquaman doesn't get a movie, but then Superman got a movie, but then Batman will probably get his own movie, but he's already been introduced in Superman vs. Batman. Like what are they doing?
What happened was Marvel obligated itself to a long-term plan, and it stuck to it. And when it first started putting out its movies, we're talking way back, Iron Man 1, they did well, but they weren't the billion-dollar films that we now expect. And they steadily grew in their success towards being the big Avengers film, the first big one, right? DC jumped into this game of comic book movies, wanting to be where Marvel had come, right?
Yeah.
Wanting to jump into what Marvel had built over many years, and they thought they could just sort of jump to that success. So DC made a plan as well, but when they kept on not like having the success they expected, they kept on rewriting the plan.
Okay.
And now it's just like they're in the weeds.
Yeah. So does Batman get a movie? Like a separate?
Yeah, they're
movie?
working on a Batman movie.
What about
The
Aquaman?
original plan, and I'm talking about years ago, was to have 3 Batman movies and 3 Superman movies, and then they would come together for a shared movie.
Okay,
And you can see how none of that ever happened,
Yeah,
right?
no.
But that would have made sense compared to Marvel's plan, right?
Right,
'Cause
exactly.
We had a couple Iron Mans, and we had Thor, and we had
Exactly.
everybody got their own movie, and then they got Avengers.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they couldn't get Batman lifted off the ground, and Superman wasn't making the sort of money, the sort of splash they expected, and so everything just kind of got fouled up.
Yeah, it just seemed, and that may or may not, it may work out fine, and the movies may work chronologically, but it's just as a potential viewer and just wanting to kind of curious about like why this like Justice League is coming out and they're introducing I mean, introducing the Flash with literally a flashback or whatever for like 18 seconds in the
Yeah.
first movie, like that's not an introduction. So is
Yeah.
this his introduction? Like, but
And yeah, it's nothing to do with the other Flash.
right.
And,
With
they tried to jump into teams too quickly, like Suicide Squad, now the Justice League.
now, of
I
course,
kinda
Suicide Squad
wish-
has nothing to like. They won't be in any of these movies, right?
Right. It's too late now, but I wish that they had wiped the slate clean when they first saw the problems and stuck to creating really good single character movies for a while. Wonder Woman will probably be fine. I think it'll be probably a good movie, a decent movie.
Do you
I
think
would
that's
have
gonna-
really appreciated a Flash movie because every time I see a trailer for Justice League, I think Flash is like the neatest
Yeah.
character in these movies.
Yeah, for
in my
sure.
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the Wonder Woman movie coming out? I mean, it's gonna have a
Actually,
lot of foreshadowing
scratch that.
for Justice League, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Wonder Woman have a lot of foreshadowing for the summer for Justice
It better.
But Wonder Woman takes place like in World War One.
Oh,
doesn't it?
so
Yeah, it
right. No,
does,
never
yeah.
mind. It won't. So it'll be her like origin story.
Yeah.
But nothing
Exactly.
to do with.
It's her origin story.
Okay.
Yeah. I say I wish I'm kind of two minds when it comes to Flash. I like what I see of Flash in the Justice League trailers. I really like, but I feel like they're making a grave mistake by not just using the television Flash. They
Okay.
should have just upgraded that guy.
Yeah, but that never happens.
But they could have been the ones that make it happen. I mean, Marvel, when they first started doing their thing, nobody had done that.
Well, you're
Nobody
right, yeah.
had a cinematic universe before Marvel made a cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Now everybody wants a
Kevin
cinematic.
Smith did.
Well, I mean, come on now.
View askew.
Yeah, but I mean, nothing like what Marvel
Yeah.
has put together. They really paved something unique and special, and now everybody's trying to do a cinematic universe, but it's not earned.
Yeah.
The thing is Marvel earned theirs,
Yeah.
and everybody else isn't earning theirs, and
Right.
it's blowing up in their faces.
And they even got their punch team ready to go on Netflix now, right?
Oh yeah, the Defenders.
All 4 people that can punch good.
Yeah, that's funny. Marvel doesn't do as well on the smaller screen. I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a totally solid show, but other than that, I think Marvel flounders a little bit on the small screen. I think DC does pretty well on the small screen.
Yeah.
I mean, they're television budget shows, so they're not going to be like the movies. But I think Arrow, maybe it's a bit long in the tooth now, but at least for the first few seasons was a totally great show.
Yeah.
I think Flash for the first 2 seasons was a great show. I haven't watched the 3rd season or beyond. Have you, Chris?
I'm behind on Flash, and I'm a season behind on Arrow.
Me too.
Okay.
Same as me.
I think
Probably.
Arrow went a little too long, honestly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to know when.
Well, basically,
when to
Arrow's
cut
come back around and just kind of restarted.
it. Yeah.
Kill everybody off. Well, one of the things about the Marvel Netflix TV shows is I don't think their plan has been announced per se as much as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So like they released, I think, a plan to 2020, like when everything's going to come out. And so like the Netflix TV shows, it's like, well, why does Daredevil have 2? Like, are they all going to get 2? And then Punisher, waiting for Punisher before Defenders can come out. Like, so they're all going to get 2 and then Punisher gets 1 season. Like, that's so much dang TV. Like, I just want to see them all come together and punch someone really good. Like,
They didn't have their plan was originally each character gets 1 season, then the Defenders happens. But then Daredevil was such a success, they jumped on having a 2nd season for that. And then people like the Punisher so much that they decided to have a Punisher season.
It just seems so.
It's not out yet, but it's coming.
It's a crazy way to run a media company, but I don't know.
No, you follow the money.
Yeah, you're right. You're
You
right.
know. But so based on the Justice League trailer, how are you feeling about it? I mean, we've had a
Yeah.
bunch of exciting DC movies come and totally critically flop. I mean, make good money. I mean, Batman vs Superman made a lot of cash, but it critically flopped. So what do you think? What do you think is going to be the reception of the Justice League film?
So when I came into the studio today, I told Chris, I said, yeah, I watched it. It just doesn't look fun. Like comparing it to Marvel, just how fun they are, right? With like the stabs and jokes at each other.
Yeah.
You know, he did highlight. You know, there was a couple scenes where that's exactly what's happening.
Making fun of Batman.
Making fun of Batman. Yeah, pretty much that's it. You know, but like, it just they're either trying to be fun or they're dark and they're not going to be fun. Like, I just don't know how much fun to expect. But I know that when the Avenger movies come out or any like Marvel movie, it's going to be fun. Like, and it won't. I mean, people will die. Someone supposedly Captain America dies in the next couple of movies. But like,
Spoiler alert.
Justice League just has this dark, gritty thing.
Yeah.
Which is okay. But then watching this, I was expecting it to be more fun because those are lots of characters coming together.
One of my problems is it's unfortunate that all the news with Ben Affleck not being in any more Batman films came out. Oh yeah, he's not going to be Batman anymore. First he dropped. He was going to be both the director and Batman.
Yeah.
First he dropped his directing responsibilities, and then they announced he's not going to be Batman anymore.
What?
So, which means when I go into the Justice League movie, it's like I don't want to invest in him as a character because he's not going to be Batman going forward.
I did not hear that, and I'm surprised because I usually.
Oh
it
yeah.
Seems like big news. I
see Chris looking it up to double check, and Chris is about to be.
No, I want to see why.
Yeah,
Does it say why or?
I don't think it ever says why. I mean, there was a lot of why he won't be the director. He said that the film was just too big for him, and that he couldn't really.
I think it's a fair thing and even a noble thing almost.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't.
Why? Like they can't give him enough money to do it.
I think he's probably seeing the signs, right? He's seeing that this ship is going down in flames, and he's jumping off now. Which is probably a smart move if you're protecting your career, right? Yeah. You don't want to be the face of a burning ship, right? And that's what he is.
You know what part of it could be? Is that he's getting older.
Yeah.
I've seen many actors say as they get older that doing action films it gets harder and harder to stay in shape and recover from scenes with lots of fighting or stunts.
He was such a good recasting, though. Recasting is just kills the momentum.
Yeah.
Either going to kill him off, or it sounds like they're probably going to recast.
Yeah, honestly, what they should recast and use the story. They should basically somehow introduce Damian Wayne or Dick Grayson or somebody who could take the cowl and be the
people are.
Dick Grayson's the original Robin. Damian Wayne is the biological son of Batman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Ra's al Ghul?
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul has a daughter, Talia al Ghul.
Uh-huh.
Talia and Batman have lust, and out of that lust comes a illegitimate child, Damian Wayne.
Dang. Ra's al Ghul's daughter and Batman.
Yeah, and then Damian Wayne ends up getting adopted, or once Batman finds out about him, he gets sort of folded into the Batman comic, and then he becomes like the 4th or 5th Robin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So replace Batman with Robin? That might be kind of a bummer, but Justice League has Batman in it.
Well, that has happened. In the comic books, there has been eras where... Something to edit out.
No, it doesn't go through.
Oh, good. Well, it was in our headphones.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we just heard something crazy.
I hate websites that have pop-ups.
Yeah. So I was saying that there had a few years ago, Bruce Wayne was dead, and then they retconned him back to life, but he was dead, and Dick Grayson, who was the first Robin, grows up to become Nightwing. He becomes the next Batman in Bruce Wayne's death.
Yeah, then probably should do that.
Yeah, and Damian Wayne becomes his Robin. That's technically how Damian Wayne
Damon Wayans when you say that.
Damon Wayans.
I can't imagine him playing Batman or Robin. But
he did play a superhero, remember?
Blankman.
He did, yeah, Blankman.
Blankman is hilarious.
So, okay, let's take some bets here on something. Everybody noticed. I bet everybody has noticed. Superman is not to be seen in any of these trailers. If you don't want any spoilers, you better just stop the video because we're going to get spoilery right now about films that have already come out.
Oh.
Batman vs. Superman ends with Superman dying, but then the very final scene right after it's a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
It's looking at his coffin, and then the dirt of his coffin lifts, and then the scene cuts.
Yeah.
And that's like it. So,
well, he's not dead. You can read the comics and see that he. Anyways.
Actually, he is dead in the comics. But anyway.
That's a different death. That's a different time he dies, right?
We'll not get into that. Comics are complicated. But so the question is, do you think that they are purposely going to try to surprise us with Superman?
Absolutely.
Do you think he might be the bad guy?
No. I don't think he'll come out until I don't think he'll come out to the post-credit scene. Like I was wondering, like, are they gonna
Good job, Bruce. Oh my gosh, you're alive. The end.
I was wondering if they were gonna bring him to help battle the final thing,
like they're all just like laid out across the ground. They've all been beaten into the dirt, and then you see the boots come down into the screen.
Okay, well, that's a possibility, but I still feel like they would allude to that in the trailer, and maybe they will in another trailer. My guess is that they'll try to make you think that they're not gonna bring him in I'm thinking it's either the last scene and maybe there's no more battling, or it's probably like a post-credit scene that Superman is being alluded to being in Justice League 2. Why not use Justice League as a giant trailer like they did with Superman for Justice League 2? I can't say Justice League 2.
You can just take League.
Gosh. The DC movie coming out in the summer.
Chris,
Yeah.
what do you think? Superman, is he
Ooh.
going to be in this movie?
I think he is, but I think it'll be small and like towards the end.
Okay, I think
Yeah, you might as well use him. If you got him.
I think he won't be in 75% of the movie, but I think they're going to try to make the climax of the ending is going to be lifted a notch by the return of Superman to enter the fight. I think he is the linchpin that helps them win the battle.
Yeah, that's potential. I think that's
Yeah.
possible. Did you Google it? What does it say?
Just people speculating.
Yep, that's
Yep.
what we're doing. Welcome to the speculation club.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So, want to bet a pizza on it?
Sure. Well, no, we all kind of agree.
No. I disagree with you guys.
All
You
right,
guys
all right.
think he's a post-credits scene?
No, I didn't say post credits.
said-
I think towards the end.
I said towards the end or post-credit scene.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I say he's
I
a
say Josh
significant part of
disagrees
the
with
plot.
us, and we make him bring us
How about
a
this?
pizza.
I will bet you anything that Superman is in the movie
We're all
Hey.
saying.
in some way. Because I'm looking at IMDb right now, and Henry Cavill is credited as
Of
being in the
course.
cast.
Spoiler. I mean, that's just research.
I mean, he can always just be like some kind of
But it could just be a flashback.
flashback or something like that, or even just maybe even his picture being like in the background, like picture of him on the newspaper.
No,
dead or
we
something.
all agree he's going to be in it.
No, I 100% believe that he is going to fight the bad guy at the end. I think he's going to save the
Deus
Justice
Ex
League.
it.
Yeah.
Well, that's my second guess. It's either.
Yeah, but that's my first guess.
All right.
So I want you
But
to
I-
bet me a pizza on this.
That's so possible still. But okay, fine.
All right. It's
All
a
right.
pizza between you and I, Garrett,
All right.
that we make Josh pay for.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Josh, you're bringing pizza on Friday. Why?
Will you see this
We voted.
movie opening weekend?
When does it come? Yeah, that's just a silly question.
It doesn't matter when it
It,
comes
it
out.
does for me.
But will you see it opening weekend?
Maybe. So,
That's a strong yes
in
from
my
Garrett.
youth group, we try to see at least one or two of those blockbuster summer movies together as a group.
So you're using the youth group excuse. I mean, like personal conviction.
No, I don't go do that anymore.
You
I
don't
have two
care.
little kids.
Okay.
I don't. See you guys. I'm going to the movies. Peace.
I do that like every other
I
week.
have to use it as an excuse to go with my students so I can watch a movie in the
Okay.
middle of the afternoon.
Chris, what about you?
Nah, I watch it like I watch everything else. At home.
At home. Okay.
Nice
So
and
you-
comfortable.
What does that mean? You watch it, you bootleg it, or you wait?
No,
till-
I wait.
I'll probably watch it the couple of days after the opening weekend, like on a Tuesday afternoon when nobody's in the theater.
That's when all the cool people go to the movies.
right. That's me.
We usually see it like when the summer with our group. We try to see it like the Monday or after. We tell the
But
students.
it's not coming out till what, November?
Okay, well then no, I'm not going to see it. Probably until next summer when it comes out.
On Blu-ray.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. I think we've really wrapped up.
Well,
the
here's one
stuff.
thing I want to say.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a little bit
okay.
sad because I feel like Aquaman and Flash are going to be the favorite characters. In
And
this.
Cyborg is gonna have terrible cheesy graphics.
Yeah, he looks bad. Is that there isn't? Or maybe
How
they'll
can
go-
Flash look so good and Cyborg look so cheesy in the
How
same
come
trailer?
it's always nighttime in DC Universe?
Yeah, see, it's so dark. I'm just bummed that we're not. I'm assuming they're going to come out with an Aquaman movie and a Flash.
There's only
movie.
2 seasons in DC movies, black and gray.
Well, it's just that's how it is in Gotham. Gotham's always nighttime.
Yeah,
Almost.
but Metropolis is always bright and shiny and sunny. That's that's. what
Anyways, I
Superman is.
just kind of bummed that like the first time we're going to see these two characters that look really cool is like in this movie. Like I wish they kind of got their own. Or I wish that this was coming out next summer. Between now and next summer, there's an Aquaman movie and a Flash movie. But can't have everything.
All right. Now we've covered this.
They are making an Aquaman movie, though.
Oh yeah, and a
Yeah.
Flash movie.
2018 for Aquaman.
What about Flash movie?
Let's look it
Google
up
it
real
quick. Flash.
Faster. Oops.
Well,
This is great
But-
podcasting right here.
yeah. Well, we're watching it live. I mean, we're watching a giant screen.
This isn't live.
It says announced Flash movie.
There you go,
that's it.
announced.
2020.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah. There's also going to be a Justice League, of course. And
How
then
about Just Us
there's
League.
there's going to be a Green Lanterns plural movie.
Oh, that did so well last time.
What? Who's gonna play that?
Not
Dude
Ryan
rolls.
Reynolds.
Not Ryan Reynolds.
Oh gosh, that movie's fun. Come on, It's ridiculous. I haven't seen it since it was in
It was
theaters.
it was corny. It was awful. They should have stuck to Sinestro being the villain. They shouldn't have brought in that other dude.
I don't know.
We're getting sent out of the room.
All right. On that note, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Make sure you follow us on all forms of social media, including Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And as always, peace out.
Enjoy.